No bonus time. We're starting off with Slippery because they probably can do it. I don't know. You see, if they have Kyra, the Unity EX popper, I just hit the desk. They can easily do it. But without him, I don't think it's possible. Mainly because they just don't have enough stats, and because Eris, Elise, apparently it's Eris, but I don't, because there's the Konosuba one, I don't really want to call this one Eris, even though they might be this, they might be the same, whatever. So the main thing is they don't have enough stats, and because the throne is tough, we deal 10% less damage, which for Slippery, aka the worst team in the game besides Enma, that's a lot. That is like a huge chunk of damage. So I dodge a counter at some point in here. I already have, I think. But even with that counter dodge, we still barely win. The reason is because their stats are just super duper low. If I got more Venox, I probably could do it, maybe. But as you can see, we have a Seiryu right here, and we just barely win. Now, because they have Roxy, they're way better for like the next throne, but because Roxy has a bonus, obviously we, cannot use her. So next up we have the Eerie team. Eerie is better than Slippery until Roxy came, which is fine. Now remember how Slippery had a tribe disadvantage? Well, Eerie has tribe advantage. Now that one run where I got like 2.7 million, I get the same amount of damage here, even though it's tribe advantage, mainly because that one run was like a god run. But this run is just fine. Now the thing is, this actually took multiple attempts. Not like to win, I won every single time. It's just every single time I was just doing like 2.2 million. And I was like, I can do better than 2.2 million. And so I did this and did 2.7. So, yeah. So anyway, we're just going to get some Mimis, get some nice attack buffs, pop 3 Mimis for more attack buffs because I'm planning to use Arachnus, but game had other ideas. So we do EX Pop Marine, going to do a nice Salt Fill, get a Marine, a Mimi. Now we're going to do Mimi Soultimate. Then we're going to use Naku-chan to pop the Mimis, get more attack buffs. Pretty cool. And then we use Okumo to finish it off. And we end with a pretty nice, what is this, 2.64 million. Pretty good, pretty good. Next up we have the Mysterious team. Mysterious is just kind of like the thing with Mysterious, and now I think they're just a slightly, ever so slightly, barely worse Slippery with Roxy. Slippery without Roxy, Mysterious is just like clears, and that's mainly because of Smogmella. Smogmella is so good that she actually is better than Yanbo Mika. I have literal video evidence of my G4 Smogmella out damaging a like G5 Mika setup, and it's like realistic. Like I didn't like sit there and get like max buff Smogmella. No, it's like it's against the what you call it, the Dragon Slayer stage, which I know doesn't like hit super duper hard, but I mean still. But yeah, like Slippery just wins really easily. Like we get an Akane. I miss her G Ultimate here, by the way. And then we do a Smogmella. My phone was lagging really bad here, so it's not perfectly optimal, but we still deal 2.34 million tribe disadvantage. So it's like 2.5 million at least. Next up, we have the Tough team. Tough team. Uh, a lot of people are like, oh, Yokaiju's so good. Yokaiju isn't really needed. Like, the whole, like, niche things he has outside of Tough, you can just not bring him, and then the strats just aren't any worse. Like, there are, like, some niche setups, like, stupid meme setups, like, where you have a full, like, Nyambo team or something stupid like that. But for a realistic setup, the Jibanyan just works perfectly fine, and that's mainly because you can do double rem strats consistently with without Yokaiju. Now, if you have Yokaiju, you don't need to really do double rem strats because you can just get like you can have like a 15-second fever time with Yokaiju, but there's like a video where someone did like 5 million against the Nanda stage, against 100 Tales of Puni 1, that's not realistic. But what is realistic here is the fact that I'm about to do a whopping huge amount of damage. So we're going to do this, now we're going to do Hangetsu, and then we're going to do Tamanten Ren, and I think we can get another Hangetsu after this? No, we can't. If we got more Hangetsus, we could, but we still get 3.3 million. Tribe neutral, so... yeah, they're pretty good, and they have a finisher. Next up, we have the Heartful team. Now, I'm pretty sure this is like a bad run, because I just don't get into Fever Time very fast. Which is ironic, because this bad run is, like, better than quite a huge chunk of runs. Like, normally, Heartful only has to get hit, like, once, but I got hit twice. So that's, like, a whole extra Soultimate I just lose. But it doesn't really matter, because Heartful is insanely good. Now, if I had Neko Elzamekia, this, would be probably this would be the second best team that I have. Tough is the best team, but I think Heartful is the second best team. Even though I don't have, like, Head Esteem, who's just, like, I don't know, what is that thing called where you get the rod in your forehead and they like snip the thing? Lobotomy. Head Esteem is just the lobotomy character where you don't have to like know how to do anything and you can just win with him. But I don't need to because I can do, what is it? I think we do 2.34, just like mysterious. 2.38. And I could have gotten like 2.6 if I, was better. Next up, we have Charming. Now, the thing with Charming is they are the second worst team that I have. Worst team, like, worst of the 8, like, main tribes, because I'm not counting Enma, because I don't have the Enma characters. But Charming, because I don't have the Yoma, it's mainly just because I don't have Golden Claws. If I had Golden Claws, they'd be pretty good because they'd be super consistent. But I don't have Golden Claws. So they're really inconsistent, and they are actually the second worst team that I have. The worst team is Slippery, ignoring Roxy. Again, anytime I say Slippery's bad, it's ignoring Roxy. Roxy's really freaking good. So, I mean, yeah, this is kind of just like a standard run with Charming. Like, there's nothing special about them. They just kind of have, like, stats. Like, I like Blizzaria, I like Natsune, except I'm not running Natsune, so really the only character I like here is Blizzaria. So, yeah, kind of lame, but whatever. So we get a Blizzaria, then we get another Blizzaria, and I think we managed to get some redrops. So we can get a final Blizzaria if needed. I mean, we could have, but hey, 2.17 is pretty mid. Next up, we have the Brave team. Now, I'm bringing UZ Mara instead of UZ Plus Mara just because I really wanted to try it out. And we have almost 20,000 HP. Now, the funny thing with Brave is a lot of people are like, oh, they take like so long to like get into Fever Time, and you like half your HP is missing when you do get into Fever Time. Half of 20,000 is 10,000. That's like, what is it? 6 counters is 6k HP. Yeah? Because it's 1,500 each, 45, no, it's 9k, I'm stupid. But yeah, 9k, and then a 7th Soultimate triggers the revive. So then you have 7 Soultimates in Fever Time, and then an 8th Soultimate to finish if needed. And then they deal like 3.3 million. Well, not 3.3, they just deal 3 million here. So I miss a crit with Subaru, but that's mainly just because she wanted to give the other tribes a chance to like look decent, because we still get some pretty insane damage here. So we do another Mara to get another Subaru because I just want to. And then I try to get an extra Subaru after this, but it doesn't work. But hey, Megumin fires, and now we haven't even triggered Revive yet, by the way, and we deal 2.62. Doesn't matter that I dodge a counter because I still have the Revive, and we could take a whole 2 counters. Next up, we have the Shady team. Now, Shady has Tribe Advantage against the stage, and honestly, they're kind of just like Brave, but slightly worse. Like, they also don't have a fast fever, but their stats aren't as high by the fact that they have 17k HP. Now, they do have the ability to guard, and Jane can heal. However, we're not in 2024. In 2024, I do think they were better than Brave. People hated it when I said that, but it was the truth. Because they won as easily as Brave did, except they had guard, and the heal for a little bit less damage, which literally didn't matter because that little bit of extra damage, if anything happened for Shady, such as a guard or a heal, then they could have just done another's ultimate, and then all that extra damage would have been negative. So yeah, nowadays, Shady kind of has a chainability problem. Not to, like, win, they can easily win, but to go beyond, like, killing an enemy, it's a little bit difficult, but here, I mean, it's not too bad. You mainly just want to get another, I keep forgetting his name, is it Kizu? The Nijisanji man. You basically just want to get another one of him, and then you easily win. So here we get 3 million. Tribe advantage, remember. So this is probably like, what, 2.7? I don't know. And then finally, we have the Ginga team. Now, I like bringing this because I don't have Enma. So this is basically like that 9th team that I always bring because I cannot do it with Enma. And the funny thing with them is that there's like 2 tribes. So mainly, the reason I like to bring this specific setup, not Nyambo, Mika and Asu are 2 both mysterious characters, meaning that they have tribe unity. Then we have Mangetsu and Kyogetsu, who are both Shady, and then Black Hole Asu, who provides both Revive and Shady Unity. And then with the Ginga Watch, then we have not only buffs for everyone, but Mika and Asu get higher multipliers on their Soultimate, which is weird that they did that, but it does provide more damage. I hardly take advantage of it because I mainly just spam Kyogetsu and Mangetsu, but if I were to use Black Hole Asu, like I do here, you know, we get a little bit of extra damage, on top of the fact that the enemy's Shady, so Kyogetsu, Mangetsu, and Black Hole Asu deal a little bit more. So we pretty easily win here, especially considering my Mangetsu is level 69, my Kyogetsu is level 70, so Mangetsu finishes it off, and there goes all the no bonuses. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, bye.